This is verse 37 of the Pranaya Gita, where the gopis are replying to Krishna's discouraging words in the beginning of the chapter. They're using so many examples of other people that attain Krishna's mercy and other devotees that attain Krishna's shelter and mercy. But what about us? We're standing right in front of you and we're begging for your mercy. Shriyat padambuja rajascha kame tulasya ladvapi vakshasi padam kila britya jushtam yasya savikshana utanya sura prayasas tadvadvayam chattava padaraja prapana. Padaraja. Gopis are speaking, the Braja gopis are speaking to Krishna on the banks of the Yamuna on the full moon night of the Ras Lila. Hesha, Sri Devi, whose glance all the demigods seek and petition with great endeavor, has achieved the unique position of always being on the chest of her Lord Narayan. Nevertheless, Lakshmi Devi desires the dust of her husband's feet. And at Narayan's feet, Lakshmi Devi has to share the dust of her husband's feet with the tulsi leaves resting there, and all the other devotees who are always meditating on the charan chinna of the Lord. So meditation means touching. You can touch the Lord with your hands, you can touch the Lord with your hearts, and we can touch the Lord with our minds. It's called manasparsha. So if we think of Krishna, that means we're touching Krishna with our minds. As we think of Krishna at the time of death, that means we're touching Krishna at the time of death. And we touch Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, at the time of death and remember him and think of him and touch him with our loving surrendered minds. And surely without a doubt we will go directly to Krishna. Yam yam vapi swaran bhavam tyajat yatna klevaram tam tam evaiti konteya sadatad bhavam bhavitam. Gita 8:6. So she doesn't mind, so even though so many people, we're meditating also on Krishna's feet. So we heard the comments of others, and we had a few small comments that we were starting to read. So the gopis, over the last two verses, they're mentioning about Lakshmi Devi and Shri. So they're trying to make a comparison that Lakshmi Devi is the loving consort of Narayan, and the gopis are loving consorts of Krishna. So he is the Lord of Vaikuntha, and Krishna, you are the Lord of Vrindavan, and Lakshmi is serving Narayan and Vaikuntha, and we're serving you here. So at least play fair. So obviously there's a comparing and contrasting here between the love of the gopis and the love of the Lakshmis. So this is verse 37, Shriyat Padam Bujarajas Chakame Tulasya. So the gopis are comparing their love for Krishna to Shri, or Lakshmi Devi's love for Narayan.